I want to talk about a couple of things. One, we're talking about a great football play.
Yes.
Only one of a couple of people in this league can do. We're a league of great players. Dez Bryants went to make a great play to win the game. So when they say a football act common to the game, this is an act uncommon to the game. Not many guys can do it. And he's being penalized for it. Now, let's just watch this. He's going to take off on his left foot here at the 10-yard line and fly through the air and land on the 5-yard line. He's in the air for 5 yards.
Uncommon.
Uncommon act right there. And he's going up 10 feet in the air to take the ball away from Sam.
Great coverage on him.
Now let's look at this from the end zone angle here. And what Dez Bryant is seeing, to your point, Nate, because right now he takes off from the 10, he lands at the 5, he jumps over Sam Shields. Uncommon. Now right here, he's got 2 hands on the ball. He could be a common receiver,
right,
take 2 hands on the ball and fall to 3.
Yeah.
But now, Nate, he's looking for the goal line. He's looking to score. To make a great play, uncommon to the game. Now, he puts his left hand down to basically extend to that goal line.
Propel himself
Now,
forward.
the elbow, he's trying to still keep that ball with a chance to score. The whole thing is uncommon to me. The whole thing is greatness. Nate, he's making a play that not many guys in this league can even attempt to make, and he's getting penalized for it, and that's my issue. I know the rule, possess it all the way through, but he's trying to make a great play, and he's being penalized for making a great play.
Listen, this league is built off of highlights. So essentially with this rule and taking away this touchdown, you're saying to Dez, I'd rather you worry about protecting the ball, securing the ball, and going down when you catch the ball in situations like this, instead of being great, which is what he has done. If he was worried about protecting the ball and securing every catch that he has had all year, he wouldn't have 16 touchdowns this year. He wouldn't have provided us with so many different highlights and the different type of plays, just like Calvin
not
did
just going to the ground.
ago.
He's trying to make a great play.
Okay, but here's the issue, Baldy. It's not a judgment call by the official. It's a rule that's on the books. I thought it was a catch as well. So I have a strange feeling at these spring meetings or whatever, there's going to be some discussion about about how we might want to interpret this rule, because we all there's so much ambiguity in looking at this. Was it a catch or wasn't? What was it initially ruled? A catch. So why are we talking about it? Mike McCarthy's challenge.
Huge.
Let's give the Packers coach a little credit here. While all of us were marveling at this at the play, he's looking at the jumbotron. Somebody alerted him. Whatever, he alerted himself. He was wise enough to throw the red flag and win his first challenge of the year.
The rule is ambiguous, though, because they have all these different terms. An act common to the game. Well, that is a very loose interpretation. This guy is being penalized for greatness right here.
Well,
it's a highlight.
is that it's all seen as one motion of going to the ground, and that's the biggest issue.
But if you look at it from our angle right here in slow motion, it isn't just one motion. There is a couple of different motions. Everything he's doing is trying to stay off the ground to extend to the goal line. I mean, he's using his God-great gifts to do this.
I don't know if people are familiar with plays in the past, but Miles Austin had a play like this, very similar, where he caught the ball on the sideline and stuck an arm down, propelled himself over to the end zone. And that's exactly what Dez was doing. I just feel like with everything that Dez brings to the game, you can't ask a guy who plays at such a tremendous level to scale back. When you have great players trying to change their game, and then great players making comments. I talked to Calvin Johnson earlier, and Calvin said, if it is a catch, which I'm pretty sure as a receiver he agrees like I do, then we're going to have to go back to the Chicago game. Give me that catch. Give our team that catch. Change the win. So when you have great players making comments like that, you're going to have to revisit this rule and change something, because when you're talking about a catch, if you're going to use that terminology, yes, it's a catch. Don't call it a catch. Call it something else.
Because they do say if it's an act common to the game, if there's a football act somewhere in there that's all this is a great football act, then it could still be considered a catch. Yeah. So there is ambiguous gray area here that is unclear to the great players.
The good news is, Baldy, we're going to continue to break this thing down here as we go further here on the Aftermath. But up next, we've got a young Colts outshining